Please make your way to your seats and we'll get started. Welcome, and thank you for attending the 138th Milton-Union Alumni Banquet. My name is Megan Ankerman-Kishman from the 2001 class, and I will be your MC tonight. So let's get started. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the invocation. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all. Heavenly Father, we gather this evening with grateful hearts, remembering the days that shaped us and the friendships that have endured across time. Thank you for guiding us through the years, through challenges, growth, and new beginnings. Bless this time of reunion. May our conversations be filled with joy, our memories rekindled with warmth, and our hearts open to renewing old bonds and forming new ones. Grant safe travels to all who are here and those who could not join us. Thank you for the food and for those who prepared it. As we share this meal, we give thanks for the blessings of the past, the gifts of the present, and hope of the future. In your name we pray, amen. You may be seated. Our banquet is being catered by the Laura Country Diner. Greg and Yvonne Kocherberger will be directing dining traffic tonight. So please wait until your table has been called, at which point you come and get your meal and grab some dessert. Enjoy your meal. If you have not finished eating, please continue. I want to thank the Laura Country Diner for the delicious meal. We'd love it if you'd all come out. I think they're doing some cleanup back there, but thank you, Laura Country Diner. It is my great pleasure to welcome you again to our high school class reunion. It is hard to believe that it's been so many years since we have walked through the halls together as students. And we want to acknowledge our seniors and their advisors, Jessica Baisden and Jamie Leitner, who are sitting over here to my right, who will be recognized later this evening. We want to thank Milton-Union Schools for the use of the gym, table, and chairs. We're very appreciative. And now I want to introduce Chris Bear, class of 1979, who will do the roll call.
Thanks, Megan. Tonight we're going to be recognizing our alumni and also the honored classes. Our table of dignitaries includes Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Brad Ritchie, High School Principal Sam Watson, Senior Class Advisors, Jacob Stevenart, Acting Treasurer, and just to let you know, he didn't bring any coupons from Tom's. You can laugh now because it's not going to get any funnier. Ron Berner from the Athletic Hall of Fame and his wife Karen. Let's welcome them. We'll begin the roll call of all classes. Please stand as I introduce you and remain until I've finished. And audience, please hold your applause until all have been introduced. I don't think there are any classmates prior to 1952. Am I right? No one standing. From the class of 1952, James Schumacher and Bernard Evans. Anyone from the class of 1953? From the class of 1954, Peggy Kugler-Minnick, Roberta Hellman-Widener, and Jerry Elliott. Class of 1955, Nancy Studebaker and Sally Poley-Losi. Thanks, Mrs. Losi, for first grade education. Celebrating her 70th year, the class of 1956, Beverly Warner Pemberton. Class of 1957, class of 1958, class of there we go. Thank you. Class of 1959, celebrating their 65th year with 16 in attendance, the class of 1961. Please stand as I call your name. Stand as I call your name, but you're already standing, so you don't have to sit down and stand back up. You can remain standing. Myra Foster Hutchinson, Wilma Billy Neff Fisher, Matt Ingram, John Bradshaw, Judy Batson Butts, Susan Jones Thompson, Sharon Kaufman Hastings, Marvin Rue, Mary Freeman Weichert, Ron Berner, Bonnie Calicote Murphy, Sharon Hughes Steele, Roy Steele, David Kendall, Richard Belcher, Carolyn Weichert Lange. Did I miss anyone? Let's give them a round of applause. Class of 1962. Class of 1963. There we are. Class of 1964. Class of 1965. Celebrating their 60th year with 26 in attendance, the class of 1966. Please stand as I call your name, and please hold applause until I've named them all. Michael Watson, Sandra Murphy-Magel, Sandy Morris Ratliff, Dennis Stickley, Karen Hamilton Stickley, Greg J., Thomas Minnick, Wayne Rentz, Dennis Hunt, Linda Hemrick Hunt, Kathy Netzley Bronson, Marcia Morris Macy, Jerry Rich, Tom Franz, Dennis Heil, Kathleen Leeser Heil, Louis Barrett, Vicki Solenberger Dehas, Keith Brown, Arlene Engel Barton, John Hildebrandt, Alan Smith, Sherry Seaman Smith, Carol Drees Graham. Did I miss anyone? Let's give them a round of applause. Class of 1967. Class of 1968. Class of 1969. Class of 1970. Celebrating 55 years is the class of 1971. Please. They're the quiet class. Please stand as I name you, and let's leave the applause for after everyone's done. Charles Wierig, Ivan Smith, Herb Pettigene, Yvonne Martindale Kokesberger, and you still like her. Robert Guthrie, Robin DeVilbus DeAngelo, Lynn Miller, Thomas Berry, Victoria Moat Edmondson, Wanda Gowdy Demetrio, Bill Herkins. Did I miss anyone? Let's give them a round of applause. Congratulations. Class of 1972. Class of 1973. Class of 1974. Class of 1975. Celebrating their 50th year, the bicentennial class of 1976. "27 people. Please stand as I call your name, and audience, as always, hold your applause until all have been introduced. Patty Blackburn Tully, Scott Sowery, Stan Fessler, Kathy Reedy Moat, Mr. Sam Niswanger. He paid me. Anne Marie Frederick, Debbie Broomball Schumann, Ramona Biesecker Grossman, Vicki Rex Tote, Michael Buchanan, Judy Gresham McNeese, Denise Kinsey McHouston Ellinger, Mike Kokersberger, Bruce Farling, Kathy Dews Karstner, Mark Herkins, Cheryl Fetters Herkins, Karen Staver Hill, Becky Huffaker Ward, Kathy Owen Hagemeyer, Kathy Myers Hemrick, Jana Poling Seskovich, Robert Imes Jr., Doug Antonides, Joe Vagadis, Larry Erbaugh, Terry Boggs. Did I miss anyone? Oh, wait. And my brother, Harry Bear III. Congratulations. I'm not sure that this is a record, but there are 4 Bear Boys here tonight. I think we might have beat the Vagadis family. Maybe. Congratulations. Class of 1977. Class of 1978. Class of 1979, the best class between 1978 and 80. I had to plug it, sorry. Class of 1980, as the president should be. Class of 1981, Class of 1982, Class of 1983, Class of 1984, Class of 1985, celebrating their 40th year, the Class of 1986. Please stand as I call your name. And audience, please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Lori Ginn Parsons, John Losey. Let's give them a round of applause. Congratulations. Anyone from the classes of 1986 to the year 2000? Besides 87. Do you want to do yours? Okay. Celebrating 25 years, the class of 2001. Darlene Randler, Dana Abbott Behom, Millie Hainline Henninger, Amanda Rotsown McGuffey, and our president, Megan Ankerman Kishman. Congratulations. The classes of 2002 to 2012, classes of 2013 to 2025. Did I miss anyone or any class? 1960. let's give it up for 1960. And that concludes our roll of classes. If we could all please take a moment of silence to remember our deceased classmates that are listed in your program. Thank you. I'll now turn it back over to Megan.
And now I would like to introduce Ron Berner, class of 1961, to recognize the Athletic Hall of Fame. Ron?
So nice, they made it 2 steps. I'm Ron Berner, and I'm your song. Okay, that doesn't sound like it. I'm here to once again announce for the first time publicly the 4 newest members of the Milton-Union Athletic Hall of Fame. The Athletic Hall of Fame Committee accepts new nominations each year until March 1st. That being said, nominations are currently open for the 2027 class. You may contact me with a nomination or call the high school athletic department with your nominations. All nominees must be graduated at least 10 years prior to the year of their induction. If you plan to make a nomination, the committee asks that you include as much information supporting your nominee or nominees as you can supply. It certainly helps in the decision-making process. Each year in April, the committee reviews the current nominees, and a maximum of 4 people are chosen by secret ballot. The selected athletes are then contacted and informed of their selection, and the Alumni Banquet is used as the venue for the first public announcement of the inductees. After the induction ceremony, each inductee's plaque is placed in our permanent display located outside the gymnasium doors. You may have seen it on your way in. Our honored athletes are also given a plaque for display in their homes. The operating funds for the Athletic Hall of Fame come strictly from donations. There is no school contribution, and we have been helped immensely by some of you who have stepped up to donate a plaque for one of the honorees who was your classmate, your friend, or just someone that you admired. If you are a person that would like to honor one of our new inductees by sponsoring their plaque, or if you would like to make a donation, please speak to me tonight or contact Chris Fulton in the athletic department. To date, the Athletic Hall of Fame has a total of 84 inductees, 8 charter members, and 76 selections from the previous 19 years. I am proud to announce that the newest Hall of Fame members are Robin Netzley, class of 1973. Robin was a standout wrestler for the Bulldogs in the early 1970s. He was a 4-time placer in the SWBL from 1970 through 1973 and won 3 consecutive district championships from 1971 to 1973. He went to the state wrestling tournament 3 times, placing twice. Robin continued his wrestling career collegiately at Maryville College in Tennessee, ending his wrestling career as a 3-year letter winner for the Scots. Our second inductee is Jenny Hill Grillio, class of 1983. Jenny's contribution to Milton-Union sports revolved around track and field, where she simply was one of the fastest female athletes to ever wear red and white. She was a 7-time SWBL champion in both sprint races and sprint relays. She was a vital cog in the 1981 state champion 4x400 meter relay team and placed twice more on relay teams during the 1981 state meet. 40 years after her high school career, she still holds the second fastest 100-meter time in Milton history. Our third inductee is Byron Shower, class of 1991. Byron was a Bulldog star in soccer and basketball in the early 1990s. In soccer, Byron was an all-Dayton area selection. In basketball, he ended his career number 4 on the MU career scoring list and number 2 on the career assist list. He was twice named first team All-Southwest Rivers Conference as a guard and currently has the 4th highest career scoring average in Milton history. Our 4th inductee is Garrett Stevenson, class of 2011. Garrett's claim to fame was accomplishing one of the most stellar basketball careers in Bulldog history. He was a 2-time first-team All-SWBL pick as a rangy center for Milton. He was voted MVP of his teams twice, one of only 6 Bulldogs to ever complete that feat. He went on to star at Marietta College, where he was only the 2nd player in Marietta history to be chosen Player of the Year in the Ohio Athletic Conference. He completed his basketball career by playing professionally overseas. The Athletic Hall of Fame ceremony and banquet will be held on Saturday, January 16th, 2027 at 4 p.m. at this facility. We start on the other side, come over and finish between the 2 basketball games. I encourage you to attend to support a friend, a classmate, or just to celebrate a fellow Bulldog. It is a great and enjoyable event. Thank you.
Next, I would like to introduce Yvonne Martindale Kokersberger, class of 1971, to recognize our Hall of Honor inductee.
Hello and welcome everybody, especially my class of 71. I'd like to thank the Laura Diner for the delicious dinner that we had tonight, and the sophomore class that did a wonderful job at serving and helping other people. I'd also like to thank Brad Ritchie for letting us use the gym, the tables, and the chairs. And I'd like to thank Mr. Watson and Mr. Meredith and the students for setting the tables up and setting the chairs up. We get it all done in like about 45 minutes to an hour. This is the last banquet I will be on the committee, and I would like to thank my husband, Greg Kokesberger, my daughters, Ingrid and Liza, who I made help count chairs since they were in elementary school. And one last big thank you to Jan and Denny Franz and Lynette Bagdis for helping me whenever I asked for help. Now here is an update on a former Hall of Honor winner, Jimmy Wilson. His Broadway show is up for another Tony Award for this year. We're very proud of him. And now I'd like to introduce Colette Steiner Shelley, the class of 1972, to accept the Hall of Fame award for her brother and our 1971 classmate, Kenny Steiner.
Can you hear me? First of all, I'm just so appreciative to have this honor of accepting his award. Kenny was kind of a strange kid growing up. He was very athletic, and he was always a fighter and always a go-getter, and he and I fought as siblings do. I think that was fun. And then he was in high school, and he was in basketball and tennis. Now, tennis, who plays tennis now? Anybody here? Right? Okay, the tennis rackets that you have probably is related to him because he's hit so powerful, he would break every racket he used. And so, like Wilson gave him tennis rackets, they would improve because of his structure and hitting and all. So, thanks to Kenny for the tennis rackets. Then when he was in college and 4 years, and then he decided to be in the military. So he spent many years there. He was a lieutenant commander, and he got awarded 3 big awards. One of them was close to the bronze, award, and it was just his ability to be able to handle situations. He was a flight engineer, and that takes a lot of math technicality, and we relate that to the teachers here in Milton-Union who taught math, okay, all the trigonometry, algebra, everything that he learned, and just expanded to that because the planes nowadays are run by computers. So back then in the older planes have to have flight engineers to do that. So that was pretty cool. He had a family, he had, everything. He's done so much, and then he retired, and then doing what he loved is he passed out golfing, okay? So who would love to do that? Pass out while you're golfing. So I just appreciate everybody I got to talk to last night who gave me their insight, on how Kenny affected them throughout their whole life, because he would contact people all the time and keep in touch, and it was really cool. So I appreciate this Hall of Honor for him. Okay. I've got another thing for you. I'll hang that one up, and then this one is yours. Okay. Well, put this one down. That's good. Okay. Thank you. There we go. Okay.
We will now call the Alumni Association meeting to order. Jacob Stevenart, class of 2015, is filling in for David Wyan, who couldn't be with us tonight because he's conducting a tour of the Hainer Cultural Center. Jacob will now give the treasurer's report.
Thank you, Megan. And thank you all for attending. I will now give the treasurer's report. Before I read the balances, I wanted to thank you all for attending tonight. The balance and the money that we do have to give the scholarships tonight and for this wonderful event is all made possible because of your attendance and because of the many donations and contributions we receive. So thank you all again for being here tonight. In the general account for fiscal year ending 2025, we have $24,288.65. The general fund is used to fund this event as well as other miscellaneous projects that we do throughout the year. In the UBS investment account, which is directly used to fund the scholarships that will be given tonight, there is $414,887.55 for a grand total in all of our accounts of $439,176.20. Thank you again for all of the many donations and contributions that we receive. Thank you.
Thank you for that update. The treasurer's report will now be called for audit. We do not have a slate of officers at this time, but it will be in the newsletter next year. The minutes from 2025 were published in the newsletter, so Let's dispense with the formality and approve by common consent. I need everyone's participation here. All those in favor say aye. 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 Okay. Any opposed say nay. Okay, good. The motion to approve the minutes from our 2025 meeting have been approved. And now I would like to introduce Jessica Baisden, Jamie Leitner, class advisors of the seniors of 2026, who will introduce the attending members of the class, and Jacob Stephen Art, who will be handing out scholarships.
Thank you again, and thank you to the class advisors for joining me so that we can keep this as organized as we can. I think you are just fine there. Okay. Yes. Okay. As we've said before, please hold your applause till the end. When I call your name to receive your scholarship or award, please come up and receive your envelope, and then stay up here standing so that we can applaud you at the end. Okay. The first scholarship of the evening will be Scarlett Crow, who will be studying finance at Sinclair. She will be receiving the George and Irish Bradshaw Memorial Scholarship. Evelyn Diaz, psychology at Marietta. She will be receiving the Harold Antonides Memorial Scholarship. Sophie Elliott, early education, studying at Wilmington, will be receiving the James Kashner Memorial Scholarship. Jessa Leitner, early childhood education at Sinclair, will be receiving the Shirley Allred Cornelius Memorial Scholarship. Charlie Lane, business and exercise science at Ohio Dominican, will be receiving the Rick Loafman Memorial Scholarship. Michael Raquelme, sports management at Hawking, will be receiving the Nashville UCC Scholarship. Ella Smith, law and psychology at Ohio Wesleyan, will be receiving the Phyllis Taylor Memorial Scholarship. Riley Shaw, sonography at Kettering Medical, will be receiving the Zoe Wirtz Hittner Scholarship. Sophie Rackley, marketing, Wright State University, will be receiving a Milton-Union Alumni Scholarship. Kate Kopp, nursing, University of Cincinnati, will be receiving the Milton-Union Alumni Scholarship. Jacob Leitner, physical therapy assistants at Edison, will be receiving the Milton-Union Alumni Scholarship. Addison Willis, environmental studies at Wright State, will be receiving the MU Alumni Scholarship. Kevin McCormick, exercise science at Wright State University, will be receiving the Milton-Union Alumni Scholarship. Emery Baisden, international business, Florida Atlantic, will be receiving the Milton-Union Alumni Scholarship. Addison Sanders, radiology, Sinclair, the Hubert Fine Memorial Scholarship. Kennedy Nichols, medical imaging, the University of Cincinnati, will be receiving a Milton-Union Alumni Scholarship. Sienna Anderson, entrepreneurship, Wright State University, Milton-Union Alumni Scholarship. Chase Parsons, marketing, Milton-Union Alumni Scholarship. Peyton Henderson, education, Wright State, the Jack Walther Memorial Scholarship. Kason Berner, biomedical studies at the University of Cincinnati, Milton-Union Alumni Scholarship. Danny Ellis, education, Wright State University, the Jack Williams Memorial Scholarship. Elena Manning, Neuroscience, Ohio State University, Milton-Union Alumni Scholarship. Autumn Rosenkrantz, Nursing, Wright State, Hubert Fine Memorial Scholarship. Isabel Taylor, Psychology, Thomas College, Milton-Union Alumni Scholarship. Gage McKee, Physical Therapy Assistance at Edison, Milton-Union Alumni Scholarship. Isabella Brazina, Criminal Justice, the University of Dayton, Carl and Phyllis Oburn Evans Memorial Scholarship. And this year's Jeff Madewell Memorial Award will go to Wyatt Ortiz. The Alumni Association is happy to announce that all 26 seniors who applied for a scholarship were worthy and did receive one here tonight. Please give them all a big round of applause. Sure. Seniors, if you want to line up, we will get a picture with all of you. Okay, short ones to the front. That's fine. Okay,
Yeah.
Sure. That's fine. Congratulations.
Congratulations, class of 2026. We wish you the best in your future endeavors. And now I'll turn the program back over to Chris.
Thank you, Megan. I was just noticing 26 out of 97, 26 scholarships to a class of 97. That's just fantastic. Well, I'd like to recognize the helpers of the Alumni Committee. They work hard to coordinate this banquet, your donations, and all the other jobs that it entails. Joe Blackburn maintains the address labels and the deceased list. Kim Penny Woolery contributes text and formats the newsletter. Don Paulus J. helps log donations. Ryan Sarver helps with the deceased list as well. We want to thank Tom Beck for taping this program this evening. And a big thank you to Don Thompson, class of 1959, for his insight and suggestions to benefit the Alumni Association. How about a round of applause? And now the changing of the guard. As you read in the newsletter, some of the Alumni Committee will be retiring. Will the retiring officers please come forward? Nancy, Yvonne, Jan, Greg, Susie Spittler, and Barb. Yeah, you have to stand up and come forward. They're so shy.
Jan Franz. Is Jan coming up?
Jan, are you coming up? Jan Franz. Nancy Studebaker does the name and address changes in the deceased alumni, and she started it in 1986. She's been doing this job for 40 years. Yvonne Martindale and Greg Kokesberger have been involved with the alumni and have coordinated the banquet since 1971. It's that class of 1971. Nadine Thompson asked her to help 55 years ago, and there you go. David Wyan, our treasurer, who is not here tonight, but has volunteered since 1995 when he took over for Milt Mishler. That was 31 years ago. Susie Spittler, who didn't even graduate from Milton, but Nadine asked her to take minutes in 2008. That was 18 years ago. And Jan Franz, who just learned that she's retiring, helps with the log. And of course, Barb Cecil has coordinated the Alumni Association for the past 6 years since the passing of Nadine Thompson. Let's give them a round of applause. On their behalf, they all agree that it has been a privilege and a pleasure to serve the officers of the Alumni Association. The good news is that several outstanding members have stepped up to take over. And will the following please come forward? Sandra Murphy Magel, Scott Fogel, Sherry Stampard Beard, Jacob Stevenart, Tina Mitchell, and Bob Wheelock. I don't like Grace. Why is he laughing? You know, you can stand wherever you want. That is the nice thing. Let's give them a round of applause, shall we? The transition has been going well, and I'm sure they'll value your input. So, on your tables, please fill out the survey that's on your table. We'll collect them after the meeting, and if you are so inclined, you can scan the QR code and do it at your leisure. Okay. The new officers are looking forward to coordinating another great reunion. Our school is very fortunate and lucky to have this type of reunion where all classes can meet and enjoy the evening. And now I'll turn it back over to Megan.
I'm not Megan, but I wanted to make an announcement tonight that the new committee members have gotten together and wanted to share that starting next year, we will be honoring the outgoing and retiring committee members with the Golden Bulldog Scholarship, which will be awarded in their honor for all of their wonderful contributions they have made for all of these decades in order to make evenings like this a success. Please give them another round of applause. Thank you very much.
I forgot one thing. Sandy is going to take Barb's place. Scott, Sherry, and Tina will take Greg and Yvonne's place. Jacob is taking David's place. And Bob will be working with Nancy. There's a chart somewhere that shows that.
Thanks for explaining that. Okay, just a couple other things. Our 139th banquet will be on May 15th, 2027. I want to remind the honored classes and seniors that pictures will be taken in the southwest corner of the gym, so stay around. Also, everyone is invited to the after party, Aces on 48. Oh, and we have a raffle, don't let me forget. But just so you know, Aces on 48 is the former American Legion that's on State Route 48, just south of town. Do the raffle right now, then sure.
Okay, we're going to draw for the raffle. I'm going to ask Dr. Brad Ritchie to come up. He can be our honoree here to draw.
Is he the third party, not the name?
Yeah, he is the official third-party designee. I don't think your name's in here anywhere, but okay. Okay, we're going to give it a good mix. We're going to draw 4. It'll be a 1 through 4 winner. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Okay. For first place, which is a $50 prize, Neil Hoffman. If you're here, please clap Neil so Barb knows to write you a check. Okay, if not, it will be mailed to Neil. Okay. Second prize winner for $25, Scott Fogel. Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Well, there we go. No pressure for everyone else to do that. John Bradshaw, $15. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. For those who didn't hear him, his parents have a scholarship, and this will be a contribution towards that. And last up, for the $10 prize, and forgive me, Dan E. Baker, class of '99. A check will be mailed to Dan. Thank you all very much.
All right, let's adjourn the meeting. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Okay. All those opposed? I didn't think there'd be any. And let's conclude our meeting and also celebrate our country's 250th anniversary by standing and singing God Bless America. Chris Bear is going to be leading us in this song.
Oh. What key are you in?
F major.
F.
Before you get started. A few members of the sophomore class will also be playing for us. Thank you very much for coming and have a safe evening.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairie, to the ocean white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, land that I love. Thank you.
Thank you again for coming and hope to see you at the after party.